All right, welcome back to a new episode of Friday Night Vintage. It's been a while. This one, the focus is going to be 1970s football. Got some key rookies and stars here I'm going to showcase in a bit. I'm going to be moving into some more football cards in my collecting, I think, this year, starting with what you see here. And then there's some cards from the 60s and even the 50s I'm interested in picking up at some point. So we'll see how that goes. You know, my plans could always change on the dime, but I'd like to branch into some of these football cards, these vintage football cards, because they weren't printed in the quantities that say baseball cards were. So there's not as many to go around in high grade, and I think slowly but surely people are starting to see that. These cards I'm going to show here have all, I think, pretty much doubled in price in the last 18 months, and so I don't see why it would be any different going forward. So before there was Panini unlicensed, there was Topps Football pre-1982, and this is a second-year Mean Joe Green card here. So Mean Joe Green has one of the biggest rookie cards of the decade, and I opted for the second year. I actually liked the design better. This one's in an 8. Now, because of the white-yellow combination of colors, it's hard to pick up. Maybe it isn't, but for me, it was hard to discern the centering in the scan. So left to right, right, left, whatever. It's not the most desirable, but it is an 8. So Mean Joe Green from the Steelers, second year pickup. Now this next one, I'm probably going to get it from the peanut gallery, but so I've been doing more CSG slabs this year, and I said, yeah, pretty much just the modern stuff and with the subgrades, but I went for this second year Roger Staubach in an 8.5. Now, he also has a big money rookie card, 72 Topps, so I went with the second year. And so with CSG, I'm thinking, they're pretty strict. That seems to be sort of what people are saying about them as a grading company. So an 8.5 CSG is not going to be like a PSA 7. It very well maybe also an 8.5, maybe higher. So this one I purchased as potentially a little bit of a experiment I'm going to do down the road where I crack this out and just see how PSA might grade this same card. And but yeah, again, it's the second year. It's a really nice card, nicely centered. The last PSA 8.5 that sold of this went for double what I paid for this. So there's also value to be had, and I've said it probably multiple times now. The slabs aren't the most attractive, but I think you just have to have the peace of mind that you're getting an accurately graded card within the slab, not like when you buy a BCCG 9 and it's really like a PSA 5, that sort of thing. So anyway, moving on, picked up a rookie card of the Snake, Ken Snabler, from the Oakland Raiders, my favorite football team. Maybe no one knew that, but it is. And, this guy's a Hall of Famer. He threw a lot of picks in his career. In fact, he has more interceptions than touchdown passes, but, man, was this guy a gamer. Kenny Stabler. Remember those old Raiders teams of the 70s of Dave Casper and Art Shell and Jack Tatum and on and on. Okay, so this next one is a pretty popular card. I still think fairly economical considering who he is and his accomplishments. It's Steve Largent, Hall of Famer, Seattle Seahawks, PSA 8. I burned up some eBay bucks to pick this one up. And it's, very common to see this card as one of the top football cards of the 70s, as is, I don't know, if maybe this Stabler one here, that Peyton for sure in the background, maybe Dorsett. But Largent's always up there, this being his rookie card. And then lastly, my first ever SGC graded card. I've been branching out to other grading companies recently, and so here's my first SGC card, and it is, look out! It's J Simpson, rookie card. And what drew me to this, first and foremost, was the centering. Now, I'm not a fan. I don't know. This card looks really good in this SGC slab. So I thought, well, I'll get it. I'll snap it out and send it to PSA. But I don't know. I just may as well leave it. O.J. Simpson, never mind the fact that he killed 2 people, but on the field, this guy is one of the greatest of all time. And this is also considered a key card from the 70s for football cards. So, yeah, the O.J. Simpson rookie. I remember that who doesn't remember the Bronco chase and that ridiculous prank phone call that somehow got through to Peter Jennings. This guy called in, sounding like he was Kingfish from Amos and Andy. He's like, "Hey, now look at here. I'm in a van and I see OJ and he looking real scared. I know what he gonna do next. And baba booey to you all." And then Al Michaels chimes in. He's like, "Yeah, Peter, Al Michaels here. I just want to let you know that that phone call was complete bullshit." that guy, he's not there. He said something at the end that's indicative of a popular radio talk show, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was just completely ridiculous that phone call got through to Peter Jennings on ABC. But anyway, so this is a really sharp-looking card. I suppose if I polled the field, they were going to say, do I snap it or leave it? And I'm thinking I'm going to leave it. I'm leaning towards leaving it. It just looks so good. The color contrast, it looks, I think, really good for this slab. I don't know. Time will tell. But anyway, there's that. So latest round of pickups, again, focusing on the vintage football a little bit. I don't know when the next episode of Friday Night Vintage is going to come out. It's probably going to be a while considering the market today. But still have more in the pipeline to put out. And yeah, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.